Kyrie's last 3 games, right? As fans, you should really understand basketball now and look at it from a different standpoint. When players say these guys are good, and then you say cap because you're looking at stats, look how much he sacrificed for Luka. Luka's gone, look who he really is, right? And I don't think, like as players, this is what we know, right? So when we say this person's this person's this, it's because we are there real time. So we know how dangerous somebody is, and we know when someone's delegating responsibility, right, to fit in. So when someone says, oh, this guy is the best, because we know who he is, but he can't be that if Luka's already there. This is his team, so he has to play Robin when he's really a Batman too.
I mean, and that's going back to the second option, third option conversation. It's because you're the second option, like Kyrie would be considered the second option on this Dallas team. But when, certain moments arise, your first option is out or off, that second option has to become the first.
And Kenya got a lot of criticism, I think, earlier on in the season for saying that Kyrie was his guy over Luka. Mavs fans got in their feelings. But Gil, to your point, 2 things. First, we'll just say Kyrie in these last 5 games, 37.4 points per game, 6.4 rebounds, 6.4 assists. He also made a little history with him and Tim Hardaway Jr. both going for 40 pieces. First player in the league to score 40-plus points with 3 different teammates. He did it, him and LeBron did it back in 2016. He did it with Luka last year, and he did it with Tim Hardaway Jr., obviously on MLK Day. But just to your point now, being able to take that back seat, being a willing Robin, and this is no knock or discredit to Luka. Luka, amazing player, will be in the MVP discussion this season. I think it's more of a praise for Kyrie and what he's been able to do with this team and be like, look, this is your show. I'm just coming in to try and help keep this thing going. But when your ass is on vacay, I'm here to go ahead and do it.
But that's what I said. That'd be the problems when we're talking about who's great, who's a top 10 player, who's really that guy, and then you hear players say their list and it don't look like the analysts, because the analysts are just looking at stats and he's only averaging this. Yeah, he's only averaging this because he's giving the ball to this player because this is his team, this is his system, and he's fitting in. When this guy is injured, watch what happens here because now he gets to be who he really is, and people don't understand that. And I think that's why when the whole Kobe and Shaq thing happened, Kobe wanted to show everyone who he was because it's like, hold on, wait. I know y'all think that I'm riding his coattail. And in my mind, he's riding my coattail because in the last 5 minutes, he needs me because he can't make free throws. Remove him and watch what a god looks like. And no one understood that until you remove Shaq, and then this motherfucker's out there giving people 81, 61. There we go,
Well, let's go back to what you said yesterday. So when the super teams, right, and you talk about these guys alleviating pressure off of themselves because they're on the super teams. And when you have a super team or a collection of great players, you have to wait for one to get hurt for us to really see that you're still yourself. You're still Kyrie, right? And I've always said when you put them on the floor together, it's the Luka show with Kyrie there, playing, introducing Luka. But I wanted to see Kyrie show up to the show as the main event next to Luka. How can you do that? Luka has to now decrease his whole bravado, his game, so that Luka can be there. So if Kyrie had his own team, right, what would it look like? Would it look like Boston? The Boston team that was losing? Would it look like Brooklyn when KD and James was down and they were still losing? We already seen this show. So it's best being watched now with Luka, but I don't like the fact that we got to see Kyrie at his best when Luka's down. That's where it's like, well, wait till Luka get back and let's see how full this clip is. Because if it's still, the clip is still full between those 3 guys, we got a chance. Dallas got a chance with no big. Because you got 3 guys really shooting that thing. It's like they turn into Golden State.
Derek Lively's been hurt. He's been having a great rookie.
But it won't be the same clip because the ball is in his hands now.
That's what I'm saying.
And then when Luka goes, it's back in his hands.
So say Luka got to decrease his shit for Kyrie and Tim Hardaway to collectively get their shit off the way they just did.
Maybe he had to, and maybe Luka had to see it.
Yes.
Instead of us people just being like, if you do this, this is what's gonna happen. But now it's happening. So maybe now he's like, okay, maybe let me delegate a bit.
Luka's 23 right now, right? And this is the beginning of his career.
He's 24, he'll be 25 in the February.
So trying to understand that the delegate, he's not there yet.
Yeah.
When Dwayne Wade was bringing in LeBron and Bosh, he's delegating himself and saying, you get it, right? And LeBron be LeBron and we'll fit in, right? It's easier for Dwayne because Dwayne already won a championship. He wants this to work more than anybody else, right? With Luka, he's not.
He's just getting started.
He's just getting started, so that's harder.
But he got Jason Kidd. That's where I'm confused at why Jason can't get them all on one accord, where Luka doesn't dominate the ball the way he does, because Luka, we got 2 other guys that can really play just like you. You don't have to dominate the ball.
Because it's different. Just like with Jokic, right? The number one option was Murray. People don't realize. Murray was the number one option first. Remember, him and Donovan Mitchell, 50-50, they were doing that in the playoffs, right? Murray gets hurt. When Murray came back, Jokic was a whole different animal. And he took the back seat. It's like, wait, hold.
Because they had to rely on Joker more.
Yeah. Let's move it through him.
Yep.
I can't come back being the number one option. I'll be the number 2. It's better that you have to be really self-aware to understand that the team runs better in someone else's hand, and you just have to play off of them.
So Jason Kidd being a point guard, Luka being a point guard, I would expect that.
Nah, 2 different people. They're 2 different humans.
And you dealing with another point guard, which is Kyrie. It's 3 point guards should be having a powwow every game. Like, hey guys,
They play 3 completely different ways.
but it's still the game of basketball.
Nah,
it's still the game of basketball. You can have different styles. We still gotta win. How is it different?
That's like me. I can coach those 2, right? Jason Kidd can coach Halliburton and
Luka is a passer like that. Luka is a passer just like them.
But first person, like pass, then shoot, last option. That's Jason Kidd's mindset, right? Like when he get in the post, he's thinking pass.
I don't think Luka scores.
But I feel like
I think Luka's take advantage of my opportunities and then relegate. If I got a little motherfucker on me, I'm taking him down there. I'm going to do my thing. But if I got a guy who can guard me, who's open?
Yeah,
his assists will go way down if he ends up delegating because he isn't a pass first. He's gonna focus more on scoring if he gets less touches, which isn't a bad thing. But you do that to like a Halliburton.
No, he can coach the shit out of a Halliburton because that's his style. Halliburton, Lonzo Ball, Melo Ball, like those are that's his style of play.
But if Kyrie and Luka
like pushing that, just throwing that, like, damn, Halliburton average motherfucker 20 assists you had Jason Kidd with him. Because he'll show him things that he ain't seeing naturally. You know, that throwing it like Jason Kidd to throw that much. You have somebody sealed, he'll throw that off the edge of the backboard, boom, like.
But you gotta have those other guys there to get that shit, to get the assists.
Yeah.
Luka got those guys that could get them assists for him. So it's Jason Kidd put him in position where he can see that shit. Yeah, we're gonna go more fast break. If we go fast break, Luka, look for this. That's gonna be open.
He got that speed.
Look for this.
He got that speed to get up the ball. Like, Luka,
like Kyrie got that speed. Kyrie got that speed though.
He's not getting it back.
But Kyrie got that speed though, right?
But those are like when you're talking about pass first versus shooting first. I have guys on my team that makes it easier for me to score. Say if I'm a scoring guard, I got the perfect team where you got to play me one-on-one. Pick and roll, throw it over here. Yeah. And then I'm passing, oh shit, my guy open, boom. Other than that, that's how it looks versus me getting all the way into the lane. I got a wide open layup, I'm gonna pass it out like, nah.
Right.
Nah, no thank you. I'm gonna take this little cookie.
2 points. Yeah.
Let's keep this thing
That
moving.
would piss me the fuck off if I'm a coach.
Layup.
Like, you right here, goddammit, you better go ahead and make the easiest. Like I hate guys who get it.
Sometimes you really don't realize, but like some guys really get in there and they're like, nope.
Yeah, because
we know what we're looking for. Tim right there. Tim shoot that bitch at 50%. Yeah, I'm here, but he there. That's 3 is more than 2.
I know, but
What if he missed?
3 is more. He is 50%. He got a good chance.